We have our model that we're going to place a right central incisor implant, and we will be working off of this model to make our screw retained provisional restoration, and from that restoration we will be making our custom screw retained impression coping also. We will be placing a 3.7 by 13 millimeter Legacy 2 in this right central, and we will be using a total of 3 step drills and then some accessory drills such as the locator drill and a Lindemann to change our angulation and make getting this implant exactly where we would ideally like to have it placed. I'm starting the osteotomy with our locator drill to prevent it from running. And you can see when I initially started it, I started it slightly towards the palate. I will pull that back after we go in with our initial step drill. I prevented starting with our step drill as I didn't want it to run on me. And right away, anything that I see that we would like to correct, I'm going to immediately make the correction. So I'm going to very quickly jump over to our side cutting osteotomy drill and change this a little bit facial. And now I'll switch back to our step drill. Evaluating our current position, both from the facial to make sure that we are equal space away mesiodistally, and then evaluating it from the occlusal, making sure that we like our angulation. And since we do, we will take our implant to the final depth. We'll continue our osteotomy to our 13 millimeter mark on our drill. I like to repeatedly take the drill out, try it into our model, make sure we like the mesiodistal position, evaluate it from the occlusal, making sure we're just lingual to the incisal edge of our final restoration. So we will be exiting the cingulum, and you can see we are right where we want to be. And then any modifications that I made to change that position and angulation, I now will incorporate by increasing the diameter of the osteotomy and our final drill, so that when we're done, we have a perfectly circular osteotomy at the crest of bone. We're going to go to our second step drill, the 2328 step drill, which would be the final diameter if we were placing a 3.2 millimeter implant. We're going to be going for a 3.7 millimeter implant, so we will have this drill and one more within our sequence. Our second drill to final depth. I like to continuously remove the osteotomy drill, put it into place, evaluate it from multiple angles, and make sure that we are exactly where we would like to be. And now our 2834 drill, which will be our final diameter for our 3.7 millimeter implant. try in our final drill, evaluating our final position, and if we were to take a perio probe and lay it across from the facial aspect of the lateral incisor to the facial aspect of the central, you'll notice that we will be slightly lingual to that in our angulation. So we have our mesiodistal position, we have our angulation, we have our relationship to the buccal plate, and we have our final angulation slightly lingual to that incisal edge of our restoration, which will make sure that we are exiting the cingulum. We have our final osteotomy complete, and we are going to now place our implant. We, of course, would not be handling it by the implant. If we were in the mouth, we would be holding it by the fixture mount only. And when we take it out of the packaging, we would be going directly into our 2.5 hex tool. And there's a number of ways we could insert our implant into the osteotomy. We could use this ratchet wrench, we could use our handpiece, we could use a hand tool. I'm going to demonstrate the ratchet followed by the hand tool to finish it off. So we will go into our osteotomy. I'm going to take it 3/4 of the way down. I'm then going to remove the fixture mount with our 1.25 hex. And I'm going to finish the implant by using our 2.5 hex hand tool to take it in so all of the threads are slightly in the osteotomy.